Hello, welcome. I thought I would go over quickly some of the silver that I've been investing in just to give out some examples to anybody that may be interested in putting their money into this metal. I prefer usually to put my money into the Engelhard bars just because they are one of the more recognizable names in the industry. 999 fine silver is another huge thing that you want to make sure that your silver bars have written on them, along with how many troy ounces are within those bars. So this one being the 100 ounce bar, I was investing heavily into these types of bars initially, but then came across many articles and write-ups about how if the price of silver goes up drastically, that it would not make as much sense to try to sell these bars off to people that may not have that money to give to up front. Now Engelhard is one of the few brands that actually has the different increments that it comes in. So there's the 20 ounce, there is a 10 ounce, and they also come in 1 ounce bars. I have also got some 5 ounce, but I don't have it laid out here. Johnson Mathey, that's the 5 ounce. That's another very recognizable name. Over here I've got a 1 ounce Royal Canadian Mint bar. And there is the American Eagle coin and the Canadian Maple coin. Both of these are considered coins simply because they have been minted by a government versus a private mint. This over here has been minted by a private mint, so this is called a round. It's a 2 ounce round. Above that, it's just another bar. And this is a 4 ounce specialty type of a bar here. This is one from Sunshine Minting, 10 ounce. Now, one of the things that I really want to point out right off the bat is this book is an absolute must. It's a book by Michael Maloney, A Guide to Investing in Gold and Silver. Those of you that have been part of the Rich Dad Poor Dad series of Robert Kiyosaki have probably come across some of the things that Michael Maloney has said about silver, simply because he is the person, I guess you could call him pretty much a spokesperson of the metals for Robert, and one of his closer advisors to this sector. Michael Maloney is amazing. I mean, if you haven't gotten a chance to YouTube his predictions from 2008, I strongly urge that you do that. So I've been lucky enough to have invested in this metal prior to the stock market crash. I saw that coming simply by reading up on certain things that was just seriously sheer luck and timing. This is another really good book. Peter Schiff, he's an amazing gentleman that has made a lot of sense as to what's been going on within the American economy. And those of you that haven't become familiar with Peter through YouTube, there's been tons of stuff about Peter Schiff was right. He has a great website called europac.net, EUROPAC.net. .net. Anyway, sorry about that. It's one of those websites that I go on every single day. He's got the most updated news articles of the day listed on his website as well. I just actually finished listening to his Wednesday wrap up. He has this 1 hour radio show that he runs Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and I strongly urge you to listen to that. I mean, it's amazing what you walk away with the knowledge-wise. He also offers our American counterparts, I'm Canadian, and the chance to invest your money with him, and I don't want to recommend you doing anything until you do your own due diligence. So absolutely look him up, read it, and get familiar with it. It's amazing. You know, one of the other books that I've really been following was The Richest Man in Babylon, and for those that haven't read that book, I also strongly urge you to do that. If anything, it just gives you a little bit of discipline over your money. I've really learned that at least putting your, I guess, 10% of your wages or your income into savings is huge. And what I've done is every time I get my paycheck, I limit myself as far as spending money and putting a lot of it into my silver. And it's amazing how much you can acquire. I've been able to get over 1,600 ounces of silver in the last year, and that's partly due to being able to have sold off some of those stocks prior to the crash market in the stock market. But more amazingly, it's just the amount that you're able to acquire when you're disciplined. And all of those shopping sprees and all of those need to spend, instead of going out to a mall, I end up going and picking up bullion, and to me that is just as gratifying. There is no more of the feel that I've got to keep the name brand stuff. If anything, I've sold off most of my big name brand items that I've ever bought, and I can't keep up with the Joneses, and nor am I going to try at this point. So anyways, I'm kind of veering off. I just really encourage you to go ahead, pick up this book, to take a good read at it. Peter Schiff, Europack.net. Take a good look at his website too. Go through his video archives. His radio archives are amazing too. And invest in silver. I mean, at the end of the day, Kiyosaki says cash is trash. I completely agree with him. Our world economies are all being flooded with paper money, which is nothing. This is the real money, folks, and this is the stuff that's going to put my little ones through college and university, and possibly secure a residence for them of some sort. So anyways, thought I would go ahead and do this. I don't hear too many videos or see very many videos from the females out there, so I'm hoping that some of them are watching this, and this is going to encourage you to go out there and start taking charge. Thanks.